Hey guys, it's Chad and Ryan here from CNR Reviews. This is part one of our accessorizing your AR-15. Now with the mass hysteria lately, there's been a lot of brand new AR users out there, and one of the pluses to a AR-15 is the ability to accessorize it. So that is what we're going to be doing in these videos. Part one, we're going to be doing the replacement of the handguard to a quad rail, and enjoy.
Alright guys, so there are tools that you can buy to take off these handguards. Okay, these are the standard just black handguards. We've already taken this one off, so I'm just going to show it to you guys. Of course, you know what it looks like. On certain rifles, like the full-size 20-inch barrels, they are longer. This is the carbine or carbine, or whatever way you want to pronounce it, version of the Colt M4. So
all you do to remove that is push back.
All I did was this little barrel nut right here, guys. It has this little plunger on the outside of it. All you got to do is pull that back. Okay. There is a tool that goes over this, and you kind of bend it down, and it will pull it down for you. If you're doing it by yourself, I recommend you get one of those tools. Brownell sells them. They're pretty inexpensive. I want to say they're 10 to 20 bucks for the little tool. And guys, it would save you a lot of headache, basically. If you have a friend that has nice strong hands, or if you have strong hands and your friend has like little, deft hands, okay, little girly hands or something, you guys can take it off together. Okay, one of you want to sit the rifle up on its butt end here. One of you crank down on this thing as hard as you can, and then the other one pull these things apart, which they just come apart.
The bottom comes out first, guys.
The bottom comes out first, and then they slide out like that. It's pretty simple, guys. Now, reason why it's still off the rifle for this video, Chad and I couldn't get it back on. So, pain in the ass. But anyway, we had actually already changed it out, and then we were like, you know what, we should do a video on this.
Because I have girly hands.
So, yeah, we changed it out. We changed it out already, so unfortunately you're not going to see that part. I know Brownells has some really good videos on the taking apart of this, but guys, honestly, you just pull down on this little nut here. Pull down really freaking hard. Push down as hard as you can. If you have to get the tool, there's no shame in that, okay? Just pull this thing down and pull them apart just like this.
It's easier than it looks. So
it's easier than it. Yeah, once it starts going, it goes really quick. Anyway, so I didn't want to spend a whole crap load of money on a quad rail, guys. So one of the things we're about here is cheap accessories that are worth the money and that actually compare to more expensive products. So I believe this is a Global Military Gear quad rail. Right here. And I think I bought it for like 30 bucks on Amazon, guys. Doesn't have the best finish. I'll probably have to Duracoat it one of these days. But honestly, that's not a big deal. As long as it holds up, I'm perfectly fine with spending a little bit of money on making it a little bit more durable with the finish. As you guys can see, if you kind of go real close up, you can see some little spots of where the aluminum is coming through. It is a nice sturdy aluminum. It's held up really well so far, and we're going to install this sucker.
So guys, one of the debates online is, do you really need to spend?
Do you need to spend 200 bucks on a quad rail?
Yeah, 200 on a quad rail to get a decent quality, and no, you don't. If all you're going to do is run a little 4-end grip or a grip pod or something like that, or maybe a flashlight, this is more than capable of doing it. Is it the best quality? No, it's not. But if you're on a budget, you've already spent a fortune on an AR, especially if you're one of the ones that drop $2 grand on one, this is a great alternative. So here's how you do it.
Or if you're looking for that tactical look, like a lot of people are, guys, my whole thing is I want a cool looking rifle and I want a functioning rifle. I'm all about function. You guys have seen my EDC video. If something doesn't function, I don't want it. I don't want it just in case. I want to make sure that I'm actually going to use it, and it better freaking hold up. So if this thing doesn't hold up, I will let you guys know that you're wasting 30 bucks. So, alright, so you can tell this part here has a deeper channel than the bottom here. Okay, so this one's actually going to go on top here. Now, the way you do this, it has this little, kind of this beveled edge right here, guys. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it kind of slopes down.
It also has a cutout on top for where the gas line goes.
Yes.
As you guys can see right there, there's the beveled edge. Okay.
Now, this is going to go towards the back of the gun here. Okay. And the way we're going to do this, because this actually fits on a little bit different, we're just going to bend this back. Actually, I'm gonna stand the gun up here. Might make it a little easier. Oh, and before I actually start doing the quad rail, if you guys are going to go to a low profile gas block, like I am in the future, because I am going to be running a scope, I don't want this big sight triangle here. I'm actually going to be taking this off here pretty soon. But this little sling swivel is on here as well. Now, it normally does have this pin here. We wanted to make sure that we were able to take it out. So, honestly, we took a punch and some 16-ounce persuasion, and we just tapped it off. Now, we did try some other hammers first. Tried a little brass hammer. We also tried a rubber mallet. It didn't work. You needed the heavy stuff. So, pop that off. Comes right off like that. Take it off the other side.
So if you want to get rid of that sling swivel, you have the option of doing so.
And just go ahead and keep that, never throw anything away. So, alright. Let's pop this bad boy up here. Now, again, I'm going to take my edge, my beveled edge, pull this down. There we go.
So as you guys can see, that is very easy to do.
I fitted in the bottom here, guys. Made sure that my gas tube went in the channel. Okay. And then I just press down on it, pop the top in. Okay. It is going to just sit there kind of on a pressure. It's not gonna latch in yet. I'm gonna take my bottom. It also has the beveled edge, but it doesn't have the channel cut into it, so that's how you know it's the bottom. Pop that guy in there, just like that.
So there you go, guys.
That is pretty simple. Then, with this particular one, it has 4 Allen screws that go into it to hold it on, to keep it together. So, it's as simple as popping it in like that, grabbing your screwdriver. You can Loctite these in if you want. I would suggest blue Loctite, just in case this thing is turns out to be a piece of junk. I don't think it's going to be, though.
You know, guys, I had one that was very similar on my Bushmaster, and it was very inexpensive, didn't cost a lot of money, and it held up just fine after thousands of rounds, no issues.
So that's why you guys put it on there. And again, this is, I believe it's the Global Military Gear quad rail. This is the carbine or carbine length, and it cost me about 30 bucks. That's how you install that.
Very simplistic to do. You do not need to take it to a gunsmith to do it.
Nope.
So
very, very simple with just a little bit of elbow grease, guys, and it totally changes the look of the gun. And then you can install something like a GPSO2 grip pod, or a flashlight. Mine actually goes on the other side, but you can install a flashlight on this thing on the side. You can install backup iron sights on the top rail if you're going to put a low profile gas block like we have right here on, and we take this front triangle off.
Alright guys, so thanks a lot for watching part 1 of accessorizing your AR. We changed out the standard handguard to a quad rail. That's pretty much the same way that you're going to do it with just about all of the replacement rails or handguards for an AR-15, besides a free float one. So, which we will be doing hopefully in the future.
With those guys, you actually have to change out the barrel nut and things like that. So
and we'll be showing you that in a
little bit
future
more
video
complicated.
once Ryan stops being cheap and buys one.
Yes.
Check out part 2 of our Accessorizing Your AR. We're going to be doing the trigger guard. We're going to be switching it to a Magpul. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. This is Chad and Ryan for CNR Reviews. Check out our channel if you want to see more vids. We have comprehensive coverage on multiple firearms. And thanks a lot. Have a good night.